DIY home energy storage with lead-acid batteries, Extant Power. I have been looking into the best way to store energy in my home, and I think that lead-acid batteries are the best option. Lithium-ion batteries may be more efficient, but they are also very expensive, while a pack of deep-cycle lead-acid batteries can be bought for around $200 and can last 10 years or more. Battery banks are great because they are not as expensive as lithium-ion batteries, and a lot of people have them already. Battery banks are great because you can find them at a recycling center or on Craigslist. They are also easy to use and maintain, as well as safe. Batteries even have a much longer lifespan than lithium-ion batteries, so you don't have to worry about replacing them like you do with lithium-ion units. The best part about this project is that it's cheap. All the materials needed for this project will only run you about $200 to $300 depending on what type of lead-acid battery bank that you decide on buying/building yourself. The more expensive ones come with built-in inverter. Most batteries that people dispose of can still be utilized to store energy. Why is this a good idea? Most people already have batteries, so they are cheap and readily available. Batteries can be bought or made at home with little technical knowledge. You can use old car batteries, which are inexpensive and easy to find in any junkyard or recycling center. These batteries are often the same type as used in solar electric systems and will provide more than enough juice for your needs. The main advantage of these batteries over lead acid is that they cost less per kilowatt hour of storage capacity but require expensive equipment, and possibly lots of safety gear, to build them yourself. Lead acid batteries are what your car uses, and they are also used in golf carts, RVs, electric bikes, and solar power backup systems. They're cheap, plentiful, and easy to find. They're also heavy and bulky compared to lithium-ion batteries, see below, which makes them less appealing for home use because you'll need more floor space for storage. Lead-acid batteries can be connected in series or parallel circuits to create higher voltage or higher capacity power supplies. When connected in series, each cell adds its voltage potential. When connected in parallel, all of them add their amp hours together as well as their voltages. The average car battery is rated for around 45 amp hours. Amp hours are calculated by multiplying voltage, volts, by current, amps. In this case, we're using 12 volts as our voltage and 2 amps as our current. The result is 24 amp hours of energy storage capacity, enough to power the average home during an outage for more than 2 days. Car batteries can be put in series or parallel with each other to make the pack higher voltage or higher capacity. When connecting batteries in parallel, the current capacity of the pack is increased. This allows you to either decrease your load on each individual battery cell or increase their lifespan by making them easier to discharge without damage. Connecting a battery bank in series is simple. Connect all positive terminals together and then connect all negative terminals together. Connecting them in parallel is slightly more difficult as it requires careful planning and knowledge of how much current each individual battery can handle before overheating or failing due to overheating or overcharging. Connecting the batteries in series will give a high voltage output, 12 volts, 24 volts, 36 volts, etc., with the same capacity. Now, let's talk about what happens when you connect your batteries in series. You'll get a higher voltage output, 12 volts, 24 volts, 36 volts, etc., with the same capacity. The battery bank will have the same capacity as a single battery. The capacity of each battery will be halved and the number of cells increases by 1%. For example, 2 by 12 volt, 40A equals 480 amp hours. Connected in series, gives you 2 by 240 volt, 40A equals 960 amp hours. Connecting the batteries in parallel will double the capacity with the same voltage output, in this case 12 volts. By connecting them in parallel, as shown below, you will create one 150Ah battery bank with a 24 volts output voltage. There are many tutorials online on how to connect them together safely. Here are some of the most common mistakes people make when using lead-acid batteries. Not connecting them together safely. Not charging and discharging them properly. Not maintaining them. With some careful planning, you can purchase deep cycle lead acid batteries and build your own battery bank to store energy in your home. Conclusion. With some careful planning, you can purchase deep cycle lead acid wall mounted battery and build your own battery bank to store energy in your home. You will have to do some research into what type of batteries are best suited for your needs, but with some practice, you should be able to make this work without much trouble. Visit our website, www.extonpower.com.